Mike talking back inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats, formerly the Bob Kittens up until about, I'd say 2011 or so. 25 minutes. No, they're not actually. I don't think they're actually going to go 25. But, yeah, there they go. They fixed the timer. But anyway, getting ready to start the second game of the night, final game of the week for Arapaho Ranch, playing a doubleheader. I think the team's still due to do a doubleheader. I think it's Red Rock, I believe, and then Team 4, I think. But we are back underway here. Start of the second game of the day. The first half, it is one-eyed. Whoa, 3. I think that was Cole that time on that one. Beautiful shot. And that is how we're going to start this game. One-eyed Buffalo, kind of their biggest strength has also been their biggest downfall. They've been taking a lot of threes this season, and they've not been able to score much from inside. And here comes Arapaho Ranch up the right. It's up and it's in. And this is the game of the week right here, I would say, because these two teams, as you can see on the bottom of your screen, they're both 0-3. They're both looking for their first win. Somebody is guaranteed to get their first win tonight. Whether they'll be wearing black or wearing red is still to be determined. And that one's up for 3. Back-to-back three-point field goals for One-Eyed Buffalo. Like we said, their biggest strength is also their biggest weakness. They make a lot of threes in the first half, and then they kind of run out of gas from there. We saw it 3 games in a row here. Let's see if OEB can get it together. Pebbles, far side up to Cole. Cole moving right side by way. Everybody looks like they're wearing uniforms today with names on the back of their jerseys. Praise the Lord. So we will probably have not very many struggles pointing them out here tonight. Tossing this one up to the corner. Cole sidesteps. He'll move left side wearing the funny 69 uniform. Shot is up for Howell from beyond the arc. No good. And square on the rebound there for Arapaho Ranch. Moving left side. Takes the jumper. They're going to try and get a 3 of their own. Up and no good. They've been struggling there from beyond the arc in this game. Not so much in that first game against Team 4. Shot is up. Gets it to, cannot get it to fall there. Fort Washke gets the steal there off the attempted rebound by Pebbles, and this one's up now. Here comes Landon with it on the far side. So get up near side now to Hubley. Now up to Cole. Shot is up for 3. It's up no good. One-Eyed Buffalo, I'd say probably medium well right now is how they're playing. They fired up the grill, got everything going in that first couple of minutes, and now they're starting to kind of go raw here. They're starting to go cold a little bit, as they have just allowed Arapaho Ranch to score there on the inside. Arapaho Ranch doing good from inside. One-Eyed Buffalo doing most of their magic from outside. That one's up no good. And what I say earlier, biggest strength has been their biggest weakness. Now they're starting to kind of miss their threes. Getting a little too overconfident, I'd say. Gets out to the corner. Fort Washke. Shot is up and 3! And the lead here for Arapaho Ranch. Like I said, should be these two teams pretty equal on paper here. They'll try another 3. That one's up no good. They've missed the last 4 threes, I believe. They made their first 2, and now they've missed the last 4 of 6. 7-6 here is your score. Arapaho Ranch currently in the lead. They were kind of on the coattails of Team 4 during that entire second half, and we kind of should know who's got the advantage here in this game. We think Arapaho Ranch will probably come away with it. There is a big fall there for Howell. 6-9, a pretty funny number up there on the scoreboard. Fort Washke with it near side, takes the shot. It's up and can't get it to fall. And they took the score off of the, what? Okay. Just about to say, it is supposed to be, it is 9-8 here as it goes out of bounds. They're kind of messing with the scoreboard here. 16-13, I think OEB might have scored and we just forgot about it. Down the left side, Fort Washke up and in. Arapaho Ranch on the basket, 11-8. Cole with it, takes a long jumper and airballs it. Kicks it out here to the corner. Shot on its way. I think this is Landon. It's up no good. Rebounded here by Hubley. Back up to Stone Pebbles. Now to the near side. That is a heck of a name, by the way. Left side up to Pebbles. Takes the shot for 3. It's up and it's no good. Now I think that square is supposed to actually be a 0. It's like a taped on 0. Pump fake. He'll move left side. It took me an entire game for me to realize that. Provost taking the three. One of the best players in the game against Team 4. Fort Washakie can't get it to go there. 0 on the shot, up and in. Arapaho Ranch making it 13-8 here as OEB starts to slip away. And Pebbles, it will go out of bounds. It tries to find its way toward the cafeteria. I guess it wants dinner or something. Well, the kitchen's on fire here for One-Eyed Buffalo. Things are not going well for them here in their 4th game of the season. They were actually the first doubleheader this season. They kept it close with Red Rock, and then Red Rock started kind of finding their form, and there goes Cole from behind. Tries to get the steal there on number 0. Here comes Hambone down the right side and gets it to go. 15-8. Arapaho Ranch extending their lead here as they give the score to the wrong team. Zarian Stone put up 8 in the game last week. That one's up no good. They tried to grab the rebound down there. Either Michaela George or Danny Jo Pebbles, I believe, was down there trying to grab it. One of the ladies for sure. They'll toss this one in. Here comes Provost with it down on the near side. Looks to go right side, stops, floats it inside to Hambone. Shots up, no good. Tries to put up again. Number 0 tries to grab the rebound. He'll keep it in. They'll toss this one up to the corner here. He'll give it up inside here to Shania, and this one's up no good. Shania Twain. Down the left side, here they go. Shot is up on the reverse. It rims out for Cole. Rebounded by Farmer. It's up and in. Possession arrow showed toward the left side here. It's supposed to be 15-10 as OEB is supposed to be the home team here. There they go. They fixed it. 15-10 Arapaho Ranch. Pebbles now to Stone. Pebbles to Stone. Imagine that. Stone tries to give it up, and that is nowhere near where he wanted. I think he wanted to go to Cole there, and they will call the charge on Arapaho Ranch. Provost getting called for the charge, and this will give it back to OEB. The One-Eyed Ballers. Gives up onto the Bobcat head. Zarian Stone with it here. Like we said, put up 8 points, I believe, or 12 points. I can't remember. Shot is up, and that's his first 3. We do know that for a fact. And One-Eyed Buffalo drawing it to a 2-point game here against Arapaho Ranch. Both teams looking for their first win. One of them will get their first win. This one's up and in. Shania on the 3. Tosses up. Zarian Stone up and no good. Hambone on the rebound. And we got jeers coming from the bleachers here. Cole shot is up and in for 3. Back-to-back threes just on the court in general, and it looks like I think a timeout there on Black. I think One-Eyed Buffalo will use their first timeout. We'll be right back from inside of Thermopolis Middle School in just a second. 18-16 your score here. 12:19 to go in the first half. Like talking you back, timeout here for One-Eyed Buffalo comes to a close. And Twos will pass this one in here to Provost, and we are back underway. Hot Springs County Rec District adult basketball from Thermopolis Middle School, Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. Has it on the left side, turn around, Hambone on the shot, up and in, and he was electric in the game against Team 4 tonight. Off to a little bit of a late start here for Hambone, but still doing really well here in this first half. Zarian Stone on a contested jumper, and how did he make that? Stone, I believe, with 5 points on the game today. Down the right side, Provost on the move and a blocking foul. 2 shots coming up. So with that, they'll send Provost to the line. I think we had a couple people get drinks during the timeout there for Arapaho Ranch. So first shot up and in here for Provost. He'll get another one. Provost, second shot, up, and it is off the rim. Danny Joe Pebbles, former Bobcat, on the attempted rebound. It will go out of bounds and stay here with Arapaho Ranch. 11:36 to go here in the first half. And it's pitch black outside, but still a relatively cool, relatively warm night so far. 37 degrees. That is warm for Wyoming in February. It's been a very warm day. There's actually flood advisories out because of the snow melt. Out of bounds, and Toos will try to run near side. And now here comes One-Eyed Buffalo. Schwalbe trying to catch this one, or trying to get this one back in. Noah Schwalbe, if you remember that from back in the day, one of the first people we actually called on our show back when it was Thermopolis Sports back in 2018. And it's awesome to see that last name back on the basketball court. I know it's not, I don't think it's Noah that's out there, but it's definitely still the Schwalbe surname out there, as that one's up and in for Arapaho Ranch. By the way, Michaela George looking to check in here with, I believe this will be, actually, I'm sorry, I think that might actually be Brooke Hubley. This one taken back here by OAB. He's wearing a white jersey, or sorry, this is Arapaho Ranch. This is the guy that was in the last game. He's got one of those foldable jerseys here. You know, you can switch it in and out. And he's switched over to the white portion of the jersey. He's playing for Arapaho Ranch. Doesn't have a proper red jersey. Toos with it as she goes around the semicircle here. Left side up to Roberts. This one's up and it's no good. Hambone trying to go for the rebound. And we got 4 checking in here for the for One-Eyed Buffalo, and it looks like the scorer having way too much fun with the buzzer here today. Someone needs to tell her that she doesn't need to press the buzzer for every last sub that's going to come in. Tosses this one up. Shot is up for Arapaho Ranch. Up and no good. Hubley on the rebound. Stone Pebbles with it now up to Farmer, and that will go off his foot. Picked up. Slings it over. Here comes Landon. Shot is up and 3! One-Eyed Buffalo. And we got some fans for One-Eyed Buffalo over there in the grandstands today. Didn't quite see them on the camera, but we got a lot of fans, and we encourage you to come out too and support either one of these teams, or if you're going to cheer for a team that's playing later tonight, please do so, as that one's up and in for Stone Pebbles for 2. And that will effectively tie the game at 23 here. 9:15 to go in the half. Shot is up for Roberts. Hambone on the rebound. Flips it inside. Shot is up and it's in. 25-23. Pebbles will give this one in now to Farmer, I believe this is. Farmer inside the paint. Shot is up. Can't get it to go. 25 on the rebound for Arapaho Ranch. Right side, Hubley kind of gives them a bit of a body check there. They'll move left side. Hambone on the Bobcat head. He'll dribble with his left. He'll shoot it. And that went about as well as you'd expect. This one will go back up to One-Eyed Buffalo. He tried that one from NBA range with a Jokic shot. Didn't quite go the way he wanted. Pebbles near side here to Howell. Howell takes the shot. It's up and no good. I do believe that is Andrew Howell, who played for the Bobcats last year. Was a graduate, I believe, actually. We couldn't call the remainder of that basketball season last year because of some personal family problems going on there. But, you know, it's kind of the biggest problem with that. We didn't get a chance to see the end of that Bobcat season. But he's playing for OEB. He's still in town, and he is playing well for OEB. Here they go up the right side. Back turned. Trying to get something out of it, and a foul. 2 shots coming up here for Arapaho Ranch. They lead by 2 points, and it's kind of been It's kind of been a rubber band today. It's kind of like how that Burlington Thermop game for the middle school championship went. It's just kind of, they pull out a little bit, then it comes back. They pull out, it comes back. They pull out, it comes back. And that's kind of how the rubber band's been going today for Arapaho Ranch. And that one's up and in for number 25 on his first free throw attempt. By the way, you should watch that middle school championship. That was awesome. Hambone almost gets himself a lane violation. He'll get that shot. It's up, no good. And Hambone trying to get something there at a foul, and the one-eyed Buffalo fans are not pleased at all with the call. This is just local rec league basketball, but we got a fan base here for one-eyed Buffalo. Also a couple of Arapaho Ranch fans in the grandstands here today as well. These guys have fans, and they're coming out to support their team. Hambone shot is up and through. Like we said, one-eyed Buffalo. Berger's been a little bit undercooked today. They've not been doing very well. They did tie it up earlier. I don't think they've been in the lead today, save for earlier in that first half. Shot is up for Hambone, no good. They'll try to swat it back. Like we said, one-eyed Buffalo, though, they might have a bit of an endurance advantage here with a much younger roster compared to the Arapaho Ranch roster. That kind of came in handy for Dairyland against Team 4. That one's up and that one's in. Hambone muscles his way through for the basket. Howell near side here to Maggie Landon. She'll come down the baseline. Shot is up, can't get it to fall. Hambone on the easiest rebound of his life. Literally just stood there like the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. It just just had his hand out, the easiest rebound of his life. He's been having a lot of rebounds like that tonight. He's one of the tallest players out there on the floor, if not the tallest. So those rebounds are coming super easy to him. Maggie Landon in a lot of trouble, gets up to Stone Pebbles, now up to Zarian Stone, up and in. And we're going to have a officials timeout here to have Maggie Landon tie her shoe. So 29-25, one-eyed Buffalo still down by 4, but still a manageable game. And, this is, like we said, game of the week, in my opinion, because this has been a must-watch game. From NBA range, up and no good. Stone just going to let that one fall out. This one's going to go back up to Arapaho Ranch. To one-eyed Buffalo, I meant to say. I apologize. 6:21 to go in the first half. Subs coming on here, and she is giggling like Joey Logano over there. She is having way too much fun with the buzzer here tonight. Howell up past the Bobcat head. Shot is up. Howell can't get it to go on the 3. Fort Washakie and Roberts down there trying to grab the rebound. And unfortunately, they cannot bring it to their chest there. This one will keep it with one-eyed Buffalo. Danny Jo Pebbles checking in with Michaela George, and also I think Will Cole checking in. Like we said, Danny Jo Pebbles, former Bobcat, volleyball, basketball player, I think track as well. She's also the Lady Bobcats freshman coach, obviously kind of out of a job for the rest of the season because regionals are coming up and freshmen got conference, right? Shot is up and it's in for 3. Howell sinking the 3. And one-eyed Buffalo, they've been the biggest three-point shooting team this season, I think alongside Red Rock, I'd probably say. Driving inside the paint, number 0 with it. Shot is up, can't get it to go, grabs his own rebound. That one's up and in. Arapaho Ranch getting into the 30s here. 5 minutes to go in the first half. And now here comes Zarian Stone with it up past the timeline. He'll move right side. He's got 8 points, or something around 8 points, or 7 points, I probably should say. Howell pulls up for the 3. It's up and it's no good. He's been struggling all day. He did bury that 3 on his last attempt, though. Here comes Stone, a very contested 3. It's up and it's no good. That one was kind of shifting to the left. It kind of knew it was going to miss there. Shot is up on the move. It's up and no good. Out of bounds, and they will say that it's going to stay here with one-eyed Buffalo. Hambone was over there on the bench signaling to the refs, hey, it should be right here with us. And it's going to stay here with OEB. It's a football score here in Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, 31-28. Tossing this one up to Howell, wanted to go for 3 there. Will Cole will move left side, now switches to his right. has a little bit of open room. He's just kind of toying with the red jerseys here, and this one's tossed up to Stone, and it's taken away by 25, and the OEB fans think it should have been called out. Up the right side, Fort Washakie with the basket there. 33-28 here in this game. Arapaho Ranch, they've shown a lot of glimpses this season of what they can do, and now they have a chance here. An equally matched opponent, and here comes Zarian Stone for the 3 attempt. It's up no good. Like we said, Stone, I believe, with 7 points on the game. Here comes Fort Washakie with the ball. He'll toss it up. Shot is up on the right side, up and no good. Andrew Howell on the rebound, weaving his way through traffic. Down the right side, coast to coast, no good. Very fast-paced game here for both sides. Now here comes Fort Washakie up with it past the Bobcat head. He'll go right side. This one's loose. Howell picks it up, 3 minutes to go. Tosses up to Will Cole. And this one out of bounds, and this is going to go back up to Arapaho Ranch. Finally, we can get a breather here as the subs coming on. I think they're going to bring Provost back in, playing at the point guard position here for Arapaho Ranch. And you can kind of tell Arapaho Ranch kind of rehearses these because they have plays going on here. I've noticed they got people put in positions in these games. So, you know, Arapaho Ranch, it looks like they do, like I said, I'm wondering if these guys don't actually like practice or something here in this league because they kind of seem so synchronized. I know that's probably a ridiculous thing for me to say. Of course, it's an organized league. I'm sure they probably do something, right? But, you know, left side here into the corner. Provost lets it fly. It's up and it's no good. Cole on the rebound. 2:18 to go in the first half. Cole with it, going up to the top side, moving up toward the top of the Bobcat head. He'll go on the eye here, right side to Howell, now to Stone. He'll let it fly. It's up and it's no good. Rebound here by, I think that's Crooked Arm there on the rebound there for Arapaho Ranch, and it hits the referee. Call a technical I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I don't think they would call a T for something like that. Speaking of which, I don't think we've seen a single technical all game or all season, I should probably say. These guys have been very well behaved. Shot is up from the left side. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded here by Pebbles. Now here comes Howell from the volleyball line. Up and no good. 1:20 to go in the first half here from Thermopolis Middle School. Provost with it. He'll toss this up to the left side. Shot is on its way. It's up, and this is a foul. 2 shots coming up. 1 minute to go in the first. Stop clock here as we are into the final 2 minutes of the half. 33-28, Arapaho Ranch on top. As it looks like we're starting to see some of the Red Rock players come in now. Shot is up and it's in. We know that Kevin Simpson's here. Of course, he stands out like a sore thumb with the headband that he's got. So, shot is up again. The second one, and swish made that one look pretty, and a football score here in Thermopolis. Arapaho Ranch up 35-20. I think the biggest lead of the day for either side. Andrew House weaving his way through traffic, kicks it up to the corner. Shot is on its way off the top of the basket, no good. Crooked Arm on the rebound here for Arapaho, and here they go. Andrew Howell picks it up out of the air here, 45 seconds to go. Shot is up for Howell, lets it fly. He's only got one of those threes to fall. He keeps trying and trying, but they're not getting anything, and that is kind of what's killing One-Eye Buffalo. They're more worried about taking the three-point shots. Fort Washakie couldn't get it to go there. He was actually looking at the crowd like, I don't want to watch it. Just let me know if it goes in. He looked pretty confident. I mean, Fort Washakie's got a lot of confidence on him. I actually kind of like him in that regard. They'll toss it up near side. Shot is up. Of course, in a rec league, you kind of have no other option but to be creative and, you know, have a little bit of fun. That's what this league is for, right? They'll float this one up underneath Fort Washakie. He'll take the last second shot. It's up and it's no good. No basket. Referee will finally shut that one down, saying, nope, that's not going to count. So at the end of the first half, 35-28, as Arapaho Ranch leads here. They're on their way to their first win of the season if they can keep it together here. We'll be right back from inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in just a sec. Arapaho Ranch up 35-28 over One-Eyed Buffalo. One of these teams will get their first win of the season. The other will be downgraded to 0-4. Let's see who that's going to be. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Right, talking you back here as we get ready to start the second half. The One-Eyed Buffalo and Arapaho Ranch clashing here in the second game of the night here in week 3. Both these teams playing their 4th game of the season. And it's not been going well for One-Eyed Buffalo. They've had a lot of moments today where they've been able to kind of, even the playing field a little bit. Unfortunately, they've kind of slipped off most of the time here. Second half getting ready to start here. Fort Washakie will get set to pass him in. By the way, for those who are new here, we only call him that because he's wearing the Fort Washakie practice jersey. We don't know his name otherwise, so that is why we call him Fort Washakie. We have not been confronted about that yet, so we're just going to keep calling him that until we do, I guess. I could just ask him, but taken back here comes Stone. Up past the timeline, Zarian Stone. He has 7 points on today's game. Tosses this one underneath here. Turnaround jumper for Michaela George. Up and no good. 0 on the rebound for Arapaho Ranch. And One-Eyed Buffalo, they're a really solid team. There's no doubt about that. But I think they're just taking threes or chucking threes up, not really thinking about it. They haven't gone inside most, if not all, of this game today. And they're kind of suffering for it. Pebbles. Moving right side, stops and tries to give it up underneath to Danny Joe. Pebbles, here they go. Tosses up to Fort Washakie, tries to keep it in. He will. Farmer on the rebound there on the offensive rebound. This one's going to go back up to Fort Washakie. Sorry, this one's going to go back up to Arapaho Ranch. I'm sorry. Well, to be fair, Fort Washakie wears black and red, so Hey, just be glad I haven't called these guys St. Stephen's yet. Up the right side, shots up, no good. Rebounded there by Danny Joe Pebbles. Pebbles tries to toss it up, take it away. Fort Washakie down the left side. Shot is up, and he wanted to go for the alley-oop there. Zero couldn't get the dunk there, and we know he's been practicing that in the warm-ups before this game. He tried to get a dunk there. He almost got it, but he couldn't quite get it to go through the hoop. That's the main thing. Fort Washakie on the defensive rebound here, and behind the back pass up to Provost. Provost driving up the left side of the key. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Shania. It's up and it's through, or no good for two. Or it's up and it's no good. 2 shots coming through. There, was it that freaking hard? I need to stop, I need to get a tongue transplant because I keep slipping over mine. 37-28, by the way. Arapaho Ranch is up. They'll try to extend the lead here. That one's up and it's in. Double-digit lead today for the first time today for Arapaho Ranch. Their first ever lead of the season. They're quite enjoying it. Shot is up and it's no good. Pebbles on the rebound here. Like we said before, these two teams evenly matched. They're both 0-3 heading into the season. Here comes Pebbles, up and in, 3. Got that one to go with relative ease. Shot is on its way for Fort Washakie, up and no good. This one's out of bounds. Stays here, though, with Arapaho Ranch. They'll get ready to toss this one in onto the baseline. Provost there. Shania hanging out on the near side wing. They'll toss this one up here. Pardon the Dairyland players warming up here. They'll move left side. Shot on its way from beyond the arc. It's up and it's no good. Volleyball is it back up to 2s. They'll give this one back up to Provost. He'll step back. Tosses this one up. Tries to go, and it's up and in. Didn't get the dunk. I know exactly what they were trying to do there. They figured since they have the lead, they might as well try and get some creative plays up. But here comes Zarian Stone. Ball is loose. Fort Washakie picks it up. He'll underhand it here to number 0. Up the left side. Tries to go for it there. It's up on the left. It's up and in. 42-31. Arapaho Ranch extending the lead here over OEB. One more time, OEB looking for their first win of the season, but so is Arapaho Ranch. One of these teams is going to go 1-3. One of these teams is going to go 0-4. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by number 0. Now here comes Provost on the defensive rebound up to Fort Washakie. Back up to Provost on the right side. Kicks it back out. Shania with it up the left side. Kicks it back up to Provost. Pump fakes. Driving up to the left side of the up the left lane. It's up on a foul. 2 shots coming up. Arapaho Ranch playing a lot more cohesive in this game than they have the last 3 games of the season. It's really awesome to see them actually find some success here. One-Eyed Buffalo, though, still on the struggle bus. And like I said, they're a really good team, but they got really, really, really bad shot selection. Shot is up, and it's in for Provost. Checking into the game is Brooke Hubley and, of course, Will Cole. Provost getting ready to go for the second attempt here. This one is up, and it is good. Rolls around, and it's up and in. We'll toss this one up near side to Howell. Howell tries to blow by Fort Washakie. Almost got charged with the charge there. Here comes Cole on the letter. It's up and 3 from the B. 3 from the B. 44-34. Loose ball here to Provost as they tried to get the pass up near side. Provost moving right. Gets it over inside there to Fort Washakie. He's in a little bit of trouble. He'll find room to dribble. Shot is up on the jumper on the pull-up. It's up and in. 46-34. Far side here. They will look to go to the corner. Howell. Howell on the jumper from the sideline. Up and in for 3. Made that one look pretty. The net was wet like water on that one. Provost pulls up for an answer there. It's up no good. Good box out work by Cole. They'll be able to get the rebound here to Howell. Up the right side, now to the left to Stone Pebbles, and it's up and in. One-Eyed Buffalo finally starting to get their form a little bit here, and it looks like they're going to send Hambone into the game here shortly for Arapaho Ranch. Down the left side, Fort Washakie, turnaround jumper. It's up and it's no good. Came pretty close, though. Will Cole down the left side, down to the middle. Shot is up, can't get it to fall. Grabs his own rebound. Shot is up, and that's no good either. Hubley tries to go for the rebound. Number 0 grabbing the rebound for Arapaho Ranch, and you can see the Red really starting. They're kind of holding back a little bit. They want to stop a fast break here if they want to. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry about that. They want to start. They want to get down floor as soon as they can. And when they grab, in the event they grab a defensive rebound, they're getting back. They want to be up there in that forefront because they know OEB's been kind of hounding them there for a little bit. But they know if they get those passes off as quick as they can, they should be able to get some success. It's checking into the game, number 25 and Hambone. Provost headed off the floor, and so is Fort Washakie. Again, just a nickname we have for him on account of his Fort Washakie Eagles practice jersey. Pump fakes. Gives up to the far side. Shot is up and no good. Hambone on the shot on the right side. By the way, just saying, go Wyoming Indian Chiefs. Up the left side, shot is up and it's up and in actually. 41-46, a 5-point game, a lot closer than what it was. Far side up to Hambone. He'll let it fly. He buried a couple triples in the game against Team 4. Up the right side, that one's up no good for Shania. Now here comes Hambone up and in the middle there. 48-41. I got to say, Hambone's got to be the player of the day so far, not just the game for Arapaho Ranch. He's been making a lot of impossible shots today. Shot is up and no good there. He's also been making a lot of good shots from down inside, and given his size too, that should be really no wonder that he's a good post player. Howell on the rebound there for One-Eyed Buffalo. Gives up to the far side. Shot on its way here. It's up and it's no good. 25 on the rebound here for Arapaho Ranch. He'll come up near side, guarded by Hubley, going through traffic. On the move. Shot is up and falling to the floor. There was Hubley, and that might actually be Landon, and it was. Maggie Landon taking a big fall there will draw the foul. Will Cole will pass it in. And he is drawn off to the Dairyland players over there on the other side of the floor. Will Cole getting some smack talk there from the Dairyland players. And here they go. Howell down the middle through traffic, tries to go through Hambone. Shot is up and it's no good. 12:28 to play here in this game. Last game of the night here for Arapaho Ranch. Their doubleheader. I think this is their first of two. I think they got another. I think they're due for another doubleheader this season, I think. But still due for doubleheaders, I think, as Red Rock and I want to say Team 4 is due for a doubleheader here soon as well. Pebbles with it. He'll pass it left side to Cole. Cole holds it over his head. He'll go right side now to Pebbles. He'll drive, kicks it out. Shot on its way. It's up and no good. And we have a whistle for a very peculiar reason. A ball has rolled onto the floor here from the grandstands. Could have been a slipping hazard there. Got to keep control of your ball. And it looks like it's actually a kid over there on the 26th exit over there playing with the basketball there that he's got. One of those little striped Nike balls. Are those Star Valley colors? Get those out of here. Shot is up, and that is no good. Rebounded by Pebbles. Gives it up here to Cole, I meant to say. 11:27 to go in the game. He'll launch it from deep, and I don't know what don't know what he expected from that shot, but it did not go the way he wanted. Danny Joe Pebbles, Michaela George, Stone Pebbles, and Farmer checking in here for OEB, as Roberts will check in here for Arapaho Ranch, and he has kind of been, hit or miss this season for Arapaho Ranch. 25. Speaking of hit or miss, there they go off of a miss off the three. Almost got it to go though. Pebbles on the rebound. Danny Joe Pebbles, I should probably say. As we've said multiple times, former Bobcat volleyball and basketball player. This one is loose, picked up here by Michaela George down the right side. Shot is up, can't get it to go. And a foul, as that will keep this one here with Arapaho Ranch. I got the rebound, got fouled, and now they'll get a chance to get a clean slate, as they are not going to press up this time here in the backcourt. And he'll come up past the timeline. Here comes Hambone with it on his left hand. Shot is up, and it's no good. By the way, Hambone, a left-handed dribbler, I've noticed. Noticed it in the last game, just didn't get a chance to point it out. Shot is up and a foul there. They'll obviously have this one way on the ground here. Don't forget, coming up after this, we got Red Rock Family Medicine coming up against Dairyland. That'll be right here on TBSN. Normally the voice of the Bobcats. Not really going to be the voice of the Bobcats for the remainder of the year, I guess, because we got rec basketball, we got rec softball, I think, and then we got Worland soccer coming up in April, too. So shot is up and it's in. So we are done with the voice of the Bobcats mantra for the rest of the spring. Because obviously we're not going to regionals. There's no more Bobcat sports after this. Obviously it's a little bit difficult to call track and field. So unless Thermopolis gets a soccer program by tomorrow, I'm probably not going to get any more Bobcat athletics here for the remainder of the school year. So it looks like checking into the game, Stone Pebbles is coming out, but we got one Stone for another. Zarian Stone checking in. And here comes Howell. He'll get ready to pass this one in. He'll pass up to Farmer now. Left side, pivots now. Right side up to Stone. Andrew Howell letting it fly. 3. Getting this game a little bit closer. A lot more favorable of a position compared to earlier in the game for One-Eyed Buffalo. And now it is a 6-point game. 25 letting it fly from 3, up and no good. Notice Arapaho Ranch starting to kind of fall into those same pitfalls as OEB. They're starting to take ridiculous three-point shots that are just not really worth taking. They got the lead. They got to try and secure it any way they can. One-Eyed Buffalo, quite frankly, should not be up in this game as Michaela George nails it from the elbow. 4-point game. One-Eyed Buffalo starting to take smarter shots, and they are getting rewarded for it. Here onto the far side now is Shania now gets up to Hambone from 3. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Danny Jo Pebbles. Pebbles up onto the far side on the scorer's table, and right there was Shania. It'll be out of bounds and back to Arapaho Ranch. Actually, rather surprised they didn't call a blocking foul on Arapaho Ranch. Checking into the game is Hubley. As the Dairyland players starting to get themselves suited up here. So it'll be Arapaho Ranch getting ready to toss it in. 7:38 to go in the second half. Don't forget, Dairyland coming up right after this. They got Red Rock, the battle of the undefeated teams. We're going from 0-3 to, well, one of them's 2. Actually, they're both 2-0, I think, so. No, they're not. One of them's 3-0, one of them's 2-0. Still undefeated. Doesn't matter. So one of these teams is going to come out of this not undefeated. But Dairyland, I think, going to be honest here, Dairyland gave me some concerns during the game against Team 4. I think Red Rock will probably give them a run for their money unless they have some. But there is always one thing I'm worried about with Red Rock, though, is will they be able to keep their stamina? Again, Dairyland, don't mean to be mean to Red Rock, but Dairyland's got that youth advantage. They got a lot of younger players on their team in their 20s, maybe it might be a stretch to say 30s, but definitely a lot of 20-some-odd-year-old players on that team. Shot is up for Fort Washakie, up and no good. Rebounded there by, I can't see. Is that Grand? Yeah, that is. Goes out of bounds, but a lot of, just being quite frank here, there are some older players on that Red Rock team, and endurance is going to be a little bit of a question heading into that game. So it should be an interesting one. Dairyland could probably pull something, but we'll just have to see when that time comes. We got a lot of good games here today. We got teams looking for their first win and teams trying to avoid their first loss. Arian Stone underneath now to Howell. Up the left, it's off the rim. 25 on the rebound, floats up to Fort Washakie. This one's stolen away by Zarian Stone. A big pass there, a bit of a bullet pass there to Howell. He'll step back for the three. It's up, no good. Mama Bear trying to chase it down, and this one is out of bounds by Zarian Stone. Mama Bear, that should be a very familiar name considering the fact she played softball this past summer. We'll probably see her again during softball in June. And a timeout here for One-Eyed Buffalo as they'll use their second timeout. 60 seconds. We'll be right back. You are watching Hot Springs County Rec District Adult Basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. Like talking back, 5 minutes to go here in this game. Dairyland taking on Red Rock after this. The loser of that game will get their first loss of the season. Loser of this game will go to be 0-4. Here comes Cole. Shot is up, can't get it to fall. And in a situation like this, they cannot take shots like that. And here they go, back turn. Provost tosses it up to Fort Washakie, and it's stolen away by Cole. Made the grab there like George Pickens. He'll go near side. Cole on the Bobcat head. He'll move up, tosses it near side to Stone. Zarian Stone from beyond the arc for three. It's up and it can't get it to go. Rebounded here on the far side by, I think this is Crooked Arm. Out of bounds, and this is going to go up toward the Arapaho Ranch. I almost said Arapaho Charter. It'll go up toward the Arapaho Ranch bench. Tosses it up here to Fort Washakie up the right side. Provost up and in. 54-46. Stone Pebbles with it on the far side here. Gives the pass underneath to Maggie Landon. She'll drive on the baseline. Gives up now to... Tried to give it up there to Brooke Hubley, but it'll go out of bounds and back to Arapaho Ranch as Grand will get set to pass it in. That's just the name on the back of his uniform. Grand. That's a really nice little name, though. I like it. Fort Washakie. Ooh, spins it. And Zarian Stone on the takeaway here. Here comes Cole. Step back. Jumper on its way. Up and off the top of the basket. And the referee on the far side actually says travel. So this will go back up to Arapaho Ranch, gives up to Fort Washakie, back up now to Grand. He'll go far side to Mama Bear through her hands, and it will go out of bounds back to One-Eyed Buffalo. I'm wondering if they're doing that on purpose. It's funny just to hear the buzzer, but normally you don't hear individual buzzers for each sub. We said this earlier. With that, here comes Stone Pebbles. And One-Eyed Buffalo will use their third and final timeout, and we will be right back from inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. You're watching Hot Springs County Rec District Adult Basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. 60-second timeout for One-Eyed Buffalo. Like talking back here, Will Cole go pass this one in for One-Eyed Buffalo. Off the timeout here. Arapaho Ranch hasn't used a single timeout today, I don't believe. Here comes Cole on the shot for three. It's up and it's no good. Number 0 on the rebound here for Arapaho Ranch. He's lost the tape on the back of his uniform. Grand on the shot, up and in. think that's his first basket today for Arapaho Ranch, and here comes Stone Pebbles. 10-point game here, 2 minutes left. It's blocked! Number 0 on the rejection there. Pebbles, far side, and that is going to go out of bounds. It looks like it'll go back to Arapaho Ranch. Things going from bad to worse here in the second half for One-Eyed Buffalo. Well, the tribe has hit the Buffalo here with the arrow, and right, it looks like the Buffalo's going down. I don't see them coming back here, not unless they act now. They still got 2 minutes, of course, but here comes Stone. Shot is up, 3. Zarian Stone nailing it from the left wing. Grand on it. He'll give it near side to Mama Bear. She'll kind of fumble it a little bit there, but they'll pass it back up the left side to Provost. He's been their best player today. Provost, near sideline. Picks with the dribble, kicks back up to Grand. Grand now to Mama Bear. Mama Bear, left side. And a foul. Looks like this one will stay here with Arapaho Ranch. No, it will not. No, timeout for One-Eyed Buffalo. So I think Arapaho Ranch did have a timeout earlier. I apologize for that. So now One-Eyed Buffalo has used all of their timeouts. So we will be right back from inside Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in just a sec. 56-49. Arapaho Ranch leads, looking for their first win of the season. Like talking back here, Arapaho Ranch up by 7. Number 0 going to have this one on the near side. It's out of bounds up toward the Dairyland players. And we got a lot of things to wait for here as Red Rock gets ready to come in and play their game. They're wearing their cowboy gold uniforms today. They are all suited up. They're ready to go. Dairyland has been here since the first game against Arapaho in Team 4. They've been warming up since then. They've been here all night. They're ready to play their game here to round us off tonight. Taken away by Arapaho Ranch down the near side. I think that was Cole that was charged on the foul there. If so, that will be OEB's. I am so sorry. 6th foul of the second half. So 2 shots coming up here for Arapaho Ranch. Foul numero 6 on this one. 1:30 to go in the second. Well, it's been a really rough game for OEB. They've, like I said, that rubber band effect, but I don't think Arapaho Ranch has coughed up the lead at a single point in this game. You know, and it's been awesome to see Arapaho Ranch play so cohesively today compared to the rest of the season. They lost 3 in a row. They're going to finally get their first win. Hopefully first of a couple more here on the season. First one is up and in for Provost, and he'll have another opportunity. Behind the free throw line, shot is up and gets it to go. 9-point lead here for Arapaho Ranch. Now here comes, I want to say that's Stone Pebbles. Far side, Stone lets it go. It's up no good, Zarian Stone, and now here comes, that is actually Schwalbe on the rebound there by One-Eyed Buffalo there. That is actually going to go stay here with One-Eyed Buffalo. Schwalbe to Zarian Stone. Ball is poked loose. Stone will keep a hand on it. Stone, pump fake. He'll take the shot there for 3. It's up. Gets it to go. 3. One-Eyed Buffalo breaking into the 50s here. 58-52. Arapaho Ranch with it. They'll try to move right side here. Pick set by number 0. Now he's going to run into a stone wall named Danny Joe Pebbles. Now right side, here comes Arapaho Ranch. 43 seconds to go. Game's pretty much over here. And a foul. That should definitely seal it here. Arapaho Ranch only with their 3rd foul of the half, though. Very impressive in a 20-minute half that there's not more fouls. I mean, you ever watch the high school and middle school games? They go crazy with 5 fouls in, like, you know, they'll get a bonus in like 1 quarter. So Provost going to go to the line here. Shot is up and it's no good. By the way, I think we made a mistake there. I think that was actually the 7th foul for One-Eyed Buffalo. They've not counted up there on the stat panel just yet, but they will. Shot is up, can't get it to go, and that is a violation here. That should give it back up to One-Eyed Buffalo as Schwalbe will go to the line here. Schwalbe passes it into Stone Pebbles. Pebbles on the far side. Pebbles moving to the left here. He's going to have that pick set there. Stolen away. Grand on the steal. Down the left side to Provost. Shot is up and lays it in. That should do it here for this one. Arapaho Ranch with an 8-point lead. And they're being vocal down there on the floor. Arapaho Ranch is going to get this one back. Looks like it went out on the near side. Provost will go to the baseline here. Guarded by Pebbles. Now gives up to number 0 on the inside. Kicks it back out to Crooked Arm. Well, I know another arm that's crooked, and it's because there's a foul there. It'll be a push here on One-Eyed Buffalo for their 7th team foul. Should be their 8th foul, but it will send them into the bonus, it looks like. So Crooked Arm will go to the line to shoot 2. This should be the 8th team foul for One-Eyed Buffalo. It's up and it's no good. Schwalbe will grab it there and give it back up to the ref. 21.7 to go in the second. Coming up after this, we got Red Rock Family Medicine taking on Dairyland. That game should be a good one. That is the 2 only undefeated teams left. We'll see if they get to keep their crown. Danjo Pebbles gets it up now to Stone Pebbles. Pebbles looking, he'll pass left side to Danny Joe. This one's out of bounds in 7 seconds with no change to spare. They'll get ready to pass it in. Crooked Arm gives it inside the number 0. Here comes Provost. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lets it fly one last time. It's up and it's no good. And that will conclude the second game of the day. And Dairyland will get set to play here against Red Rock Family Medicine. The gold versus the white. We'll be right back in just a moment. 60-52, the final score of this one.